about to get really, really stupid. It's your girl Don Del Cielo here. Welcome back to my channel if you've never been here before. If you like what you see, if you like my singing, my talking, my makeup tutorials, make sure you like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe down below. I make new videos every week. Okay, and then before we get into the main story, I'm gonna do a little funny story from when we were back in LA because this shit was hilarious. We were on our girls trip in LA back in March 2018. We took a lot of Ubers around because of course LA is huge. One time I think we were leaving Koreatown and we took an Uber with this man who was Latino. His name was Raul and he was a construction worker. I remember this because this is so funny. Okay, so Janelle and I are thicker girls, so we would switch off sitting in the front seat, and then Jayla was the smallest, she's always in the middle, and then Nicole's on the other side. Right, so this time Janelle sat in front, and then I was behind her, and then Jayla's in the middle, and then Nicole's on her side, right? So Nicole was staring at the window the whole time, so he has no idea what's going on. And then, you know, the driver, Raul, or whatever his name was, it was something along those lines, is talking to us, and he's going through his pictures on his phone, and he's like driving, and he goes like showing us some instruction stuff. The next thing we know, it's a picture of some titties, and like, it looks like a video, and then he turns it down so fast. And then like me and Jayla start laughing so hard. Like we laughed for like a good at least 5 to 11 minutes because Jeanette's up front and she's trying to talk to him and be like, oh, what do you do? Like trying to calm him down because he was so embarrassed. And I feel like I would have to be too. Like look at what I do. Oh, titties. Oh. But like the thing is, I kept having, because like this was at least a good 20-minute ride back to our hotel. I kept having to stop Jayla from laughing because like I calmed down myself because I mean again I thought that shit was hilarious. I'm right over there, ah! And then she's over there, she's like, like literally full mouth open laughing. This whole she would stop, okay? She would stop and she would look at me and I would try to look at her like, hey, da-da-da. And then she would face front again, she would start laughing again. Like, ah! And like this man was just so embarrassed. And I'm just trying to like calm her down because I'm like, damn girl. I mean, I laughed pretty loud and I was like, oh gosh. Like, oh gosh. But yeah, it was pretty funny from LA. Now if you want to watch part 1 of this 3-part series, links down below, check it out, make sure you watch it. That's the appetizer to this dinner, this meal. The appetizer is part 1. We're going to part 2 now, what actually happened. It's the main course. Just sit right there. I'm coming. So, this part of the story starts in August of 2018. So, Nicole had already been living with me from July 2018. About mid-July, because she got a job up here in Columbus. And then the other girls I was living with, the 2 other bedrooms, they'd already left. So I was like, okay, yeah, just stay in one of their rooms, whatever. But then for August, that's the new lease. So I had to work with because I had my dad co-signing her too, and then like I had to coordinate all that, trying to get her on the lease. It just kept like falling through because apparently like I guess he wasn't saying like my dad was saying the right thing or something like that. It was stressful. Trying to coordinate all that, and then also I had to find a third roommate because I had 2 people fall out. Like 2 people. Sorry about that. I had 2 people kind of dug out at the last minute and being like, oh, we can't live here. So I'm like, it was. That was already stressful enough. Like I already been through enough like that summer, but it was the beginning of more drama. So it was the same day I had gotten my wisdom teeth pulled. Well, just one of them. This one up here got pulled, and then I actually had got a third person for our lease, Carl. Because that's the same day I got Carl on our lease. was the same day that Nicole got in a car accident. Now, what had happened in her accident was that she was driving and she took a left turn, but the car hit her, like T-boned her car. So her insurance, since it was like she was cited at fault because failure to yield, even though like she hit her car, it's weird insurance. Like, I mean, that's just, I know that from being in insurance, that's how it works. So, but like her car was totaled, especially because it got T-boned and it was 2008. Like, she didn't know at the time, so they're like, bye car. We're not gonna repair that. We're not gonna pay for that. So, but Nicole herself was fine. She just had some like, some back, some neck pain, kind of simple stuff that you have. Like, she wasn't really injured because it didn't hurt her side of the car, So I was like, dude, like and she was going to get a new car right afterwards. I'm like, dude, you need to see first how much you can pay per month, because, with it, like being a youthful driver with an apple accident, you're not going to have cheap rates. Like, you just had an apple accident, and then you're a deleted driver, and you said you don't have the best record. Like, you're paying at least $100 for insurance a month. Like, I found her, the lowest I found, because I actually, when she got the new car, even though I told her, hey, you should probably wait because you don't know how much you're making yet. You need to figure out what's going to actually be in your budget. They can probably move you to Short North, and you can take the bus down there. The bus stop is going to be a 5 to 8 minute walk from my house. So there's a bus stop nearby, and that's usually how I get around because I don't drive yet. But, no, Nicole said that she had to get a new car. I'm saying, like, with what money? Like, I'm looking like, how are you getting a new car? And then she insisted, though, when she was getting her new car, oh yeah, I have enough for, like, my car and then, like, rent. And that's what she told me. She had enough for rent. She told me that. Like, in the bottom of my mind, I'm like, I think things are gonna fall through. Like, I felt something was gonna happen. I felt it. So after this car accident, she goes down to Cincinnati with her family members to go get a new car through drive time. That's like $335 a month. I'm just thinking, like, can you really afford that? Like, with her job? But she has a new car. It's supposed to be towed up till Columbus till like the next week or so. And then she just kind of pulls her out from under me, like, just being a bad friend, what really like makes it go left. So, I'm at work and I get a text from Nicole saying, hey, I can't stay there anymore, I can't afford it. So I just got this new car and I'm gonna have to move back home. This is saying, like, hey, find someone else for living with you because I can't do it anymore because I can't afford it. Basically, kind of what it comes down to. Even though it's just like, girl, why'd you buy a new car? Because you didn't know what your budget was to begin with. So actually, so I'm arguing with her, and then, like, also, like, I'm having, like, a mental, like, no, what, this is part two that these fake friends, like, no one cared that I had a full mental breakdown at work. Like, I was in shock. I was, like, crying. I couldn't breathe. Like, they literally, like, I had to finish up whatever call I was doing, and I messed up that call. I messed it up so bad. But, like, they had to, like, get me off. Like, I was crying so bad. Like, I had to get off the phone. I had taken my second break, and then, like, I had to, I tried to get back on and get on the phone, but, like, someone was listening to me, and I started crying all over again. Like, and they just took me off the phone and put me in, like, thinking, like, development or something like that, so I could just spend the rest of the day doing other, like, work related stuff, but not on the phone because I just kept crying. Like, I literally had a mental breakdown that day. And then she's like, oh, but like, and she gave me $100 for, like, the bills and stuff, to get hers and rent, because, like, she didn't pay her part of the rent. So I was like, I already paid my part, Carl paid his part, and then she's like, we're missing her part, and she's like, okay, I can't make it, I can't afford it. Even though she told me she had her part for the rent, mind you. So I'm just kind of pissed off because, one, you're bitching, you're bailing out on me, like, And then, I mean, she was saying that she had to pay some extra something a month from the accident because, you know, she only did have liability on her car too, which probably too also really fucked her up, because at least she would have got some money back for her car being totaled. But since she doesn't have collision coverage, she didn't have collision coverage, so she's just SOL. Like, she has liability, and that was it. Like, that's about it. And so she has to make sure she's not liable. She has to cover the other person, if that makes sense. So she has to cover her repairs. And then she's never like, so since she's liable, by the collision coverage, they can't do anything for her car. Like, she doesn't get it fixed, or if it's total, she doesn't get the settlement. So honestly, she's mad at her mom, because, like, why would you take collision on her car? Like, she for like a young driver, like, I just feel like at least you would have got at least a good $1,000 back or something, so you could do something with that money. But I digress. So basically, she has to leave, and so I'm kind of pissed off, and then also, like, I'm just like anxious as fuck because I have to find a third roommate again. For what? Like, it's already it's like the third time that summer. But there's gonna be more roommates later on. Again, that story's gonna come out later. Yeah. So basically, that left me scrambling trying to find the rest of the rent, right? So, I used a lot of my money to pay the rest, like to pay our bills that we had, and then pay the rest of the rent. And then I got some money from my dad, and I got money from one of my friends as well, like one of my other friends that was like in Las Vegas at the time. But I was still like about like 140 something short, I think. Someone was like, I was a little bit short. So I made a GoFundMe to be like, hey, I need rent help, like that. So I had said in there basically what happened, like, you know, that I didn't say her name at all. Like, I didn't put her name out there at all. I said, person we're living with got in a car crash and made some irresponsible choices, so they can't live with us anymore, so I need help getting the rest of this rent paid for this month. Basically, I didn't say anything about her. I didn't say her name. I didn't say, like, exactly what happened. I said that she made some irresponsible choices, and so she could no longer afford to live there, so I was stuck paying her part of the rent. That's kind of like what I said. So, like, you know, you have to tell your little story to let people know why they should give you money. Like, people want to know why they're giving you money. So that's what I said in the GoFundMe. So she had seen it, and then she took it really personally. I realized everything's not about me, but everything was about her. Like, everything's about Nicole. So she was really mad, and she tweeted something along the lines. So now I'm a responsible person. Nice. Like that thing, and she was cute, and I seen that shit, and I just like substituted her back and was like, I didn't say you were a responsible person. I said you made some irresponsible choices. Now, if you feel like an irresponsible person, that's on you. Like, if that's because that's how you feel about you. Like, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said you were irresponsible. You made irresponsible choices. I didn't even say her name. Again, I said this is person. Didn't notate if it was male, female. No one knew except for like my mom and like people involved in the situation. Me, my mom, my dad, and like the other, you know, Carl, and then like people at work. But like for the most part, if they read the GoFundMe, they would have no idea that I was talking about this bitch. Like, so I don't know why she's mad. Like, I almost threw like 20 people, and no one's ever been like, yeah, that's a good idea. She needed a car that she couldn't afford. Like, no one has been like, that's a good idea. So I mean, she can deny all she wants to, but she honestly took it personally and made it about her. So I was all this trauma, and I'm looking like, I never said that you're a responsible person. I said that was your responsible choice, which obviously it was. It should have been more important to you as an adult to keep your word over getting a new car, but you're not making sure you can afford it. But we'll get into that. We'll get more into that later. So I tweeted that. I put it on my Snapchat, and I put it on my Instagram and on my Snapchat. So she deleted my Snapchat and then like blocked me on Instagram, blocked me on Twitter, which I thought was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious. I'm looking like, really? That's all it took? Like, really? Just me telling you the truth? Like, me telling, just like, that's how you feel about you, boo. I didn't say you're a responsible person. You said that. You said you're a responsible person. I didn't say that. I said you made responsible choices. You said you're a responsible person. I mean, I guess if you can't beat them, block them, because, like, that's just straight facts. What I said is straight facts. At this point, I'm scrambling to get stuff, like, you're finding a roommate, whatever. Wasn't talking to Nicole anymore because she got mad or whatever, like, what can I say, dumb bitches, like, what can I say? So Jeanette had texted me and was like, hey, I missed you, and I was like, yeah, I missed you too, it's been crazy happening, and she was like, no, like, she was, I know she's coming back to Penny, I know that she was what happened, explained to her the whole story, I told y'all about what happened, and her being more on, she couldn't do me anymore, cool, I mean, Jeanette, via text. So, talking to her via text, and I'm like, I don't get why she's mad at me, because, like, I'm handling business, like, I'm just trying to survive at this point, because, I mean, I need a third roommate to survive, like, we need this to split 3 ways for the, like, whole run amount, and she's just, like, trying to play, like, fake neutral, like, well, I'm not in this, since you guys are saying I'm not in this, I'm looking like, just, I'm trying to understand, like, I'm not trying to tell her to, like, take a side, like, I wouldn't do that, because she has a jellyfish, honestly, like, she has no backbone, like, she doesn't really stand for anything, and that's kind of what it is, like, again, I'm personally like that. You understand this to me, like, if anyone does the big bullshit, it's me. I'm not trying to do much of anything, because, again, she's a jellyfish, no backbone, okay? So, I'm just trying to understand, like, why is Nicole mad at me? I'm trying to clean everything up, I'm trying to get my life back together, because, like, like, you just done fucked everything up that I set up, worked so hard the whole summer to set up, like, you know, so I'm frustrated with that, and she's just like, I don't know, this is between you guys, I don't have anything to do. I know, but I'm trying to say, like, can you explain to me why she's, because that's supposedly your best friend, our best friend, and I'm trying to understand why she's mad at me, like, it just, still to this day, makes no sense why she's mad at me, like, honestly, Jeanette was, like, not really being supportive at all or helpful towards me. At least being like, yo, that's messed up, I'm sorry that happened. Not even nothing like that. And neither did Nicole, and Nicole did not apologize either. So, like, at this point, I'm kind of frustrated because none of my friends are really either being supportive of me, and they're, like, mad at me for no damn reason. And so I'm talking to my mom the whole time, because she's, like, you know, she's pissed off. Like, she's not Nicole. She's, like, you know, basically, at the end of the day, Jeanette, I'm taking Nicole's side, because Nicole played victim, and you can't, you know, and people that are, like, sheep or jellyfish, like, they can't think for themselves, so they have to follow somebody. That's what it is there. But I know I went home, Cincinnati about Labor Day after that happened. I found a new roommate by then. She had moved in. That was Ellie Mae, was a new roommate, had moved in by then. So I could breathe a little bit better, because I was set for September at that point. So I went home. I wasn't really trying to see anybody. Like, I didn't see Nicole, didn't see Jeanette, didn't see Shannon, like, because I was just, like, so distressed after everything that had happened. And my mom was just like, yeah, so you should probably just leave alone for now. And just hang out with me and my grandpa. And we did, that was so much fun. So I don't know if Jeanette felt some kind of way. I didn't come see her, but it's just like, I was feeling at this point, like, I was, like, not even just, like, angry, like, I was, like, depressed angry. And I was feeling like,
I'm about to beat this bitch up.
Feeling like, if I see these bitches, I'm gonna fuck them up. Like, my mental health and all there, like, I probably shouldn't interact with them, because, like, it's just not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good for anybody. So I didn't really say anything when I went down there. And then, but I didn't have more roommate problems come up. You know, like, then, so got up from that. But I actually got to go home for the July and see Shannon, and told her what had happened, because she was like, oh, I realized that all that happened, because she would be out of the loop. And I know she had asked, I guess she had talked to Nicole about, like, they're getting new cars or something like that, and I'm just like, well, yeah, she did that because she's an idiot. But of course, I didn't take her ticket side either, just because, like, she shouldn't be feeling pretty, like, standoffish. I'm, like, again, I'm the alpha, the bull in this group, so if anyone's gonna do anything, it's gonna be me. But yeah, that's part 2. That's basically what had happened between all of us. And the next one's gonna be the resolution of what happened next. And it actually is pretty fucking crazy. It's pretty fucking crazy, so thanks for watching this so far. And make sure you like this video, share it, and subscribe. Be a part of the domination.